Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my grotto. Well, sorta. Today I'm bringing you my BookSwapathon, Readathon, TBR. That is a mouthful. I'm going to go ahead and leave down the announcement videos for the Readathon that's being hosted by Krista from Books and Jams and Derby from Derby Lane Reading. So what I want to do is I'm just going to read off the challenge and then I'm going to show you guys the book that goes with the challenge so you guys can see what I'm going to read for this. The first reading challenge is swap a book with a buddy. So Derby and Krista both had little Google links on their accounts when they first announced this readathon, and what you did is you went on there, you filled out a little questionnaire, and they matched you with a buddy that had a pretty similar reading taste, and then you send the book out to a buddy. My buddy actually sent me a couple things, so I'll show you really quick. She actually sent me a card. It says "You are amazing" on it, and she handwritten me a letter, which is really cute. I really liked it, and she sent me little posties so that I can use these while I'm reading. That was really sweet. And then she sent me two books. She sent me To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han, which you guys know that I read the first one and I'm currently on my second one. So I have an extra copy. I don't know, I might do like a giveaway for this one. I don't know. The book that I'm going to be reading for this challenge is going to be The Barcode Tattoo by Suzanne Wayne. So you can see that. I've never ever seen this, but this sounds really interesting and it's a really short little read. Barcode Tattoo. Everybody's getting it. It will make your life easier, they say. It will hook you in. It will hook you in. It will become your identity. What if you say no? What if you don't want to become a code? For Kayla, this one choice changes everything. She becomes an outcast in her high school. Dangerous things happen to her family. There's no option but to run for her life. Sure, why not? Second challenge for the Swapathon is swap a book at a thrift store or library. So you donate a book and you bring one home. I ended up bringing a box of books to my local thrift store and I actually vlogged it. So here's that. Hey guys, so I'm going to drop off a box of donates to this local thrift store. I've never been in this store. I have donated stuff to this thrift store before, but I'm kind of excited to go in and see if they have books and see what their book selection is going to be like. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can't even. There it is. Sabers. So, yeah, let's do it. Alright, this is my box of books I'm donating. There's a good amount in here. Probably a good 15 books in there, maybe. Okay, so I donated my box, got a coupon, and books are buy 4, get 1 free. So I ended up finding 2 books that I really wanted in there, and the first one is Girl Man's Up by M.E. Gerard. I think that's how you say it. This is actually an advanced reader copy, and so I pointed it out to the cashier that this was not for sale technically, so she gave it to me for free. So I was like, score. So I don't know, I might read this one for the Swapathon, we'll see. And then the second one I picked up was like the first book that I saw, and the cover just attracted me to it, and it's You Have 7 Messages by Stuart Lewis. I don't know which of the two I'm going to be reading for the readathon. So I don't know which of the two I'm going to be reading for the Swapathon readathon, but I don't know. I got 2, so challenge done. Yeah, it was a little scary filming out in the world, but I did it. Even if it was a little, I still did it. The book that I'm going to go with for this challenge is Girl Man's Up by M.E. Gerald. Yeah, this is the advanced reader copy. This has been out for a while, but I have been wanting to read this for a really long time and I've never got my hands on it until now, so I'm really excited to read this. Number 3 is read a book you swapped out for another book when you sat down because another book caught your interests. And for this one, I'm actually going to try and hit a bird with 2 stones. So for this one, I'm actually going to read City of Saints by Natalie C. Anderson. I told you guys this was part of a book club, and I have read 50 pages of it and then I stopped because everything else came out in May, and everything else got in the way. So I'm gonna try and pick this up for this challenge. I'll also be able to finish it for my other book club. Challenge number 4 is swap out a format. So if you normally read paperbacks, then pick up an audiobook, or if you no more read hardback, pick up an ebook. Whatever, just changing the format of what you're reading. I decided to read an ebook because I normally don't really ever read ebooks, but I do have a couple of ebooks saved into my e-reader that I really want to read. So I decided to pick up that kind of format, and the book that I'm going to read is Been Here. The glare. I don't know anything about this besides the fact that I think it's an LGBTQ plus. I think that's it there. I have one of her other books, which is I think something little different or something like that. It's like a romance book, but it's all told in the perspective of other people looking into the relationship instead of like the actual two people in the relationship. So I don't know, I'm really excited. I've had this for a really long time in here, and I just want to kind of read it. This is what I'm going to be using for that challenge. Last challenge is swap out a genre. Get out of your comfort zone. So for that, I'm just going to go with a nonfiction book because I read the least of those, and it's really difficult for nonfiction to keep me engaged. So I figured I would try and do it in hopes that I will actually read through a book, because I usually read a lot slower when I'm reading a nonfiction. But what the heck, this book, I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because I think 5 books is a lot for a week, at least for me. So I made me more at 4 books. So this is kind of just like a bonus one for me, I feel like. For that challenge, I'm going to use not bad romance. I want to call this bad romance for that like Lady Gaga song, but it's not. It's Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. I don't know very much about him. I recently just discovered him. I was watching SNL several weeks ago, and he was on one of the episodes. He was hosting it, and he was hilarious. Fucking hilarious. So I saw this book where I work, and the concept seemed really interesting, and trying to understand the whole culture of like finding love, especially now when we have like technology and how that gets in the way, and how hard it is for people to make love connections because we rely so much on technology. So it seems like a really interesting topic, something that actually would engage me, something that I would be interested in, and with the comedian added to it, little twist there, sounds like something that I might enjoy. But like I said, 5 books a week is a lot for me, so this is one of those like I might get to this one. I don't know, we'll see. I hope I do though. What are you guys reading for this readathon? Let me know down below. I want to see your videos, see what you guys are doing. It's a bigger of a readathon than my last readathon was. I'm a little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. We'll see. Good luck with the readathon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.